We're getting new guns all the time in California, and this one was just shipped 2 days ago. It's the Rost Martin RM1C?
Yep, RM1C.
RM1C, the Glock clone, right here on Reviews It. I want to thank Anthony for coming on board with us today. And let me put my phone on silent so that I stop getting text messages from everybody. And boom, 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 boom. There we go. Hey, new guns in California is a big day. I wish we didn't have to do these videos. I wish we could just say, look, there's a new gun on the market, but we can't do that. We got to say new guns in California today.
On the roster.
On the roster. Rost Martin is a company out of Dallas. And many years ago, I did a whole video on how Glock sued Smith & Wesson for making the Sigma, which was a Glock clone. But that was long before the patents went out. Now the patents are all out, and companies like Shadow Systems and companies like Rost Martin,
Ruger now as well,
and Ruger are coming out with their style. We haven't got that Ruger in yet, have we?
Not yet. No, that one will be next.
That's the next one we're going to do. But here's the first one that we got on the market, and that's the Rost Martin RM1C.
Yep.
And that is a Glock clone, and it does everything, in my opinion, that a Glock does wrong.
Yeah.
Now, understand that you have the Glock 45 now, you have the Glock
got the 43X,
43Xs, 42s, 47s. So in California, we get this.
That's it.
I brought this here on purpose. The Gen 3 Glock 19, which goes back to 15 years.
Yeah.
15 years old now.
So there's no Glock hate here.
Nope.
It's more
still
of
the best gun ever made.
It's more of the where we live, the stuff that comes with it. You're not going to get no optics cut on that. You're going to get the most basic sights, basic trigger. And again, that's because when that was made, it was Glock perfection. The whole idea of it was you don't need to do nothing to it. But nowadays, everyone's loving optics. Everyone's loving new triggers.
Full disclosure, I have purchased many Glocks before, personally. I got them in the store, but personally, I do not own a Glock today.
Yeah, that is one thing we own.
Partly because of the Gen 3, partly because I do not like the trigger. There's two things about this gun I don't like. One is these finger grooves that you must get on a Gen 3. They got rid of them on the Gen 5.
Yeah, when I like them much better without them.
And the curved trigger, it's curved both this way and this way. So it's really heavy on the center of your finger. If you take a look, see, it's staged, it steps down. It's not flat.
I don't know about other people, but me too. Every time I get a Glock, I tell everyone this is gonna be something I build up. That trigger, the stock one, it kind of pinches the bottom of my finger.
It does. It pinches right there at the bottom of there, and it pinches the bottom of my finger. So do the Shield. The original Shield guns did the same thing. It pinches my finger at the bottom. Yeah, with a really moon-shaped trigger, a crescent-shaped trigger. So this one here, if you take a look at the Glock, and I'll put a picture of what a Glock trigger looks like up right now. It's beveled this way, and it's curved.
Yeah.
And so that's really a lot of pressure, and I don't like the break point on a Glock at all. So the trigger doesn't do much for me, and the grip doesn't do much for me. That's why I don't own one, but I still say best gun ever made in the history of guns.
And what I tell customers is if you want a gun that you're not going to touch out the box, you just want it to do its work, there you
Glock.
go. There you go.
Every time. So don't be putting, by the way, subscribe, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
We don't hate Glocks, guys. You know,
do not be putting hate stuff about us being anti-Glock guys, and we are not. I do not own one. I still say they're the best guns ever made.
Now, if I'm able to buy a Gen 5, I'm right there. But we're in California. This is the Glock we're talking about.
But what I want to talk about is the differences. I'm going to put this Glock out of the screen. It's gone. We'll talk about the differences between what you get in a Glock and what you get in the Glock clone.
Yep.
Easy enough?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's go.
First thing, much nicer grip.
No finger grooves as well.
The back strap is curved just like a Glock. There is a lanyard, a thing on the back of this one here. You can put your little lanyard if you want to do tactical, cool stuff.
Nice front insertions. I'm a big
front
fan
and
of
rear deep serrations.
Yeah.
It's got the same kind of slide, ambidextrous slide lock on this one here.
Ooh, nice.
Magazine
control. Nice.
Control.
Nice, nice.
And it's got a flat trigger.
It's a nice trigger as well.
So let's take the magazine out. This does have the magazine disconnect.
We are clear.
And this does have the loaded chamber indicator right here. Ooh, it's stiff.
Yeah, I like that. It's not in the way.
Nope, it's
more,
really tiny.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can field strip this thing. We got time.
Yeah,
I mean, there's nothing new under the sun with guns, is there? Let's see if this thing will field strip here real quick.
One thing too I want to point out, they got that nice little finger stippling, which I wish Glock would put, but a lot more companies are putting it.
So there's something going on here.
You probably got to pull the trigger like Glock.
Nope. There's something going on here where you got to. Oh, there it is, right there. That's how they do it. So that's their trigger disconnect right there.
We're spotting neuterness.
Yeah, figure out how to change that out, huh? Shh, don't say that. Okay, you can't say that on. Now take the magazine out. Come on, you little bugger. Oh, there it is.
Oh, so it doesn't slide
Oh, it doesn't
off.
slide out. It just barely comes off. You got to put it in that notch there and that notch there.
Okay.
So there's these little notches on the bottom there.
Okay.
Different sear block.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's much
You
bigger.
can feel that spring right there going down. Little spring there. It's a little spring-loaded sear block. That looks about the same.
Yeah, that's the same. Yep.
So you don't slide it all the way off. You just kind of move it and it comes off.
Kind of like a canic.
Yeah, basically, yeah. They're all kind of copying each other now.
Yeah.
Put it back on. Oh, that is easy.
That was it. Yeah. That's nice.
And now it's back.
So that's a good way to not have to pull the trigger like that. Like the Glocks, you do have.
So
to
it
pull the
looks
trigger.
like. Hold on. Let's. We can't trip the trigger.
Disconnect.
Let's go here. There it is.
Okay.
You don't have to trip the trigger or anything.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That is nice. So that's a much easier, much safer way to disassemble it. So that's a good one up. Okay.
So you just pull it back a little bit from zero, pull down those taps, let go, and it moves about a quarter inch forward, and it's out.
Comes right off. That's nice.
Oh, now we're learning a little bit of everything. And you know what's nice is we didn't have to go look at the. Well, that's interesting now.
Gotta have the mag in to lock it back.
Gotta have the mag to lock it back in. It's back together. We didn't have to read a whole big book to figure that out.
Nope.
It was pretty simple.
I don't even think we watched the video.
No, we haven't watched the video. We didn't read the book. We didn't do nothing. It's something that. Oh, and it does have one more thing. It has a cocked indicator on the back. It's red if the gun is cocked.
That is your firing pin. That lets you know that your firearm is in
cocked.
battery. It's
Yep.
ready to go.
And let's see here. And you push the trigger. Gone.
Goes away.
Goes away.
So a couple other things about this that's a little bit better than Glock, and I wish Glock would have done. One was that stippling I was just mentioning.
You got a speed brake here, or a speed pedal.
Yeah, for your thumb, and then on the right side they have it so where your finger knows where exactly, finger off the trigger.
So you got
universal
both
safety
sides
rule.
here. Yeah.
Exactly. It's optics cut as well. That's what I've been saying earlier is everyone's loving red dots nowadays. If you don't have a gun that doesn't have optics cuts, you're kind of selling yourself short because someone is looking for a gun that has optics cut. It does have a 1913 rail. It is a little bit different than the other ones. With it being 1913, it's super compatible with most flashlights.
Rigs.
Yep.
And finally, before we go into the range,
Have some fun.
a Glock retails for $599,
How much does this one go for?
$489.
Optics cut too?
Optics cut, $489. Flat trigger, easy to disassemble, California legal. The Rost Martin RM1C. We're going in the range right now. Don't forget to subscribe, but head into the range with us right now.
Let's go.
As with all of our videos, we do one shoot. One. We get to go through right out of the gun, out of the box, and we shoot it. Every gun that's a new gun should be able to shoot out of the box. This is it, the 9mm RM1C California Edition Glock 19 clone. Let's see how it shoots. Top left target.
It's a very audible reset.
Clear. A little bit of recoil. Not bad though. Trigger, you can hear the reset real clear. Never had a think about reset. It just reset for me. It was nice. Nice to feel that reset just happen for me. And you ready to shoot it?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
This time we got the flush magazine. The one we shot earlier did have a block at the bottom for extra grip. This is flush. 10 rounds out the Rost Martin RM1C. Let's go.
Dude, you're drilling it.
All clear, mag out. Wow.
How'd it feel?
Wow, that felt really good. It's a real good shooter. The reset, it wasn't too long.
This was mine at 21 feet. And check you out at 21 feet.
Whew.
Your first 4 rounds went right there.
Yeah, I was looking for it. I'm like, why am I not seeing the holes?
Yeah. So, trigger reset.
It was pretty good. It did feel a little slow at times, but it wasn't nothing that made me not like it. It pushed my finger out. It was very audible. It was awesome. I mean, I wouldn't be shooting good if it was bad.
I mean, look at that target. Set 21 feet, 7 yards. I think for what it's worth.
I think it's a great gun. Definitely on my list.
For the price point, for the optics cut.
Everything that comes with it, yeah, man.
Well, we're going to go wrap this up back in the shop. Done in the range. I can tell you that I enjoy shooting this gun more than I have shot any other Glock before.
Yeah. It was
just because of the grip and the trigger. Felt recoil was no different than shooting, maybe a little bit much.
Honestly didn't feel it at all.
But really we were drilling that target at 21 feet, just drilling it. Reset was great, a little slow, but I think once it's lubed and once it's broken in, it's going to be plenty of, because there's plenty of pressure going back. It's just that it's kind of new and it's tight.
That's exactly how it felt.
Look, even on the top, they've got these little lines cut so there's no glare coming over the top of the sights.
And I believe this is cut for RM1C, which is most.
It's an RMR cut. An RM1C. You can do both those on there.
Yes, RM1C is the.
And if you go to the website, you can actually get the plates for some of the other more niche ones like that.
That's
These come with 2 mags, 1 extended mag, 1 regular mag, both 10 rounds, California.
Of course.
Regular sights, no night sights. And
it'd be a good question to know if they take the same sights as a Glock, though.
Well, they're dovetail sights. I'm sure they're going to be the same spec, but don't quote me on that.
Don't
quote me on that. There you go. What do you think?
I loved it.
I think for the price, for what you get for the value, if you're looking for your first gun or you're looking for a good home protection gun,
optics cut, that flat face trigger, ambidextrous controls. That's a good one. We do have a lot of people that hear lefty and don't know how to work on it.
You can do both sides on this gun.
These come with it.
Something you don't get when you go with other manufacturers.
No, and there's still a lot out there that don't have ambi controls, so that's pretty awesome.
And it's the Rost Martin RM1C.
Yeah.
You said RCM1 or something like that.
I did mix it up a little bit.
We do hope you enjoy our reviews here. If you do, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And you know what? It's great to see new guns to come in, and I get a chance to shoot guns a little bit, because I never get a chance to shoot guns unless it's doing these videos, it seems like.
Right.
Please subscribe below. Anthony, thanks for coming along for the ride, and you have a great day.